Good Immortals, and welcome to a bonus video. Today I am going to be showing you guys my workflow as requested by old Can Do Ken on the Twitters. So if you guys want to request videos, just be sure to do that on Twitter, as that is the most likely place that I will see it. So first I'm going to start off by showing you guys what I used to record, which is mostly what you're seeing right now. You're seeing a lot of it. I'm going to put myself in the corner. You're going to see a lot of Jeremy reception in this, so just get used to that. For my webcam, I just use the Logitech webcam software that I use, a Logitech C920, which is nothing special. If you're wondering what my mic is, it is a Audio-Technica AT2020 USB microphone. I use Audacity to record my microphone audio separately, just because I need to do that, because if I ever use this software for whatever reason, sometimes it'll default back to the webcam. It's not the most ideal of things to happen in the middle of recording, so I just record my audio completely separately. It's pretty hassle-free once you get used to editing with extra audio or external audio. And what I do here, you can also see my CPU specs and GPU stuff and whatnot. This is what I use to keep an eye on my temps and things like that, just while I record. You know, I don't use it usually while I record, but you know, every now and again, if I have a problem mid video and stuff starts stuttering real bad or something, I'll quickly exit the game, look at this, and just try to get a good diagnostics. Just keep it running all the time, just so it can gather data, and I can go back and see how hot my computer was earlier this week, or hour, or day, or whatever. Just whatever I want to do. It's a really good software, and I believe it's free as well. So there's that. If you want to know, my CPU is overclocked. It's not at stock speed. It's be about 4.2 or 4.5 gigahertz. I don't remember which one it is. But yeah. So I'm gonna just open up some footage in Vegas and show you guys what I do. Okay. Well, first of all, I need to note that what I do is I record all my gameplay with Shadowplay, which is what I'm doing to record this. I mostly record desktop. Like I think this shows it, but you know, I just hit A and Z and it just comes up, and I just hit this little record button, and there you go. I record my desktop mostly, unless it's a AAA game that I know is not going to crash, because when it crashes, it stops recording, and that just makes everything horrible. So really quick, what I'm going to do is go into a game and act like I'm about to record it. Alright guys, so we are in Cluster Truck, and as you can see, it is actually still recording my entire screen. For indie games and stuff, I'll play it in window mode just like that, or sometimes I'll put it in full screen and let it do its thing. But just for the sake of demonstrating this, what I'll do is I'll just go crop it down to the size of the gameplay screen I need. But as far as AAA games and stuff, I typically don't need it to, what am I trying to say? For AAA titles like GTA that don't crash too much, I typically wait till I get in the game and record it natively, because it looks better for games like that. But I mean, if you're playing an indie game, it really doesn't matter if you squeeze the pixels a little bit like this. It's not going to make that much of a quality difference. Especially since I post in 720p anyway. So when I'm playing a game, in order to sync it, what I do is I usually go in the options. That's the easiest thing to do. And I'll just say going out of options in 3, 2, 1 now. And I'm in real time, like that was an audio sync. I'm going to use that to sync up the gameplay, just so, hey Jeremy, you know, this is where this. And sometimes when I'm playing, I'll sit there and say, hey Jeremy, cut this part out. Rarely, but I do sometimes. But yeah, that's all there is with that. And once I get done with it, I take it to Vegas, just like this, and I have all my files here. This is all my webcam files and stuff. I'm just going to show you me syncing them up real time. What is this? Oh, that's being produced right now. Okay. I was like, what is video 48? Alright, so this is Osiris New Dawn, the latest episode. Please ignore my end face there. The end of the video. Osiris 3, that's my audio. So I open that up. And then I open up See, some of the games I do record inside like that, and it takes to a separate folder, which, you know, it's just all preference. But I have everything set up to go on my secondary hard drive. And see, I just bring this over here. I'll bring this down here because I'm going to try to sync it. And what I do, like I said, I don't have to turn this down. What I do is I just line up the audio, the webcam audio, and this audio together until it fits.
Good evening, Rose, and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing.
And I just wait. Let's see.
And welcome back. Good evening, Rose, and welcome back to another video. Today.
That's good. What I'll do is now I hit U to dissociate this audio file from this. What I do is go hit Control, click that. I'm getting ahead of myself. I hit Control and I click this, and then I scroll up to here, hit Control, and then I hit G. And then I go in here and I delete this, and then I move this up here. And now, no matter what, they're going to move together in sync. Now, I'm going to use this later too, but I do my camera first. So that's how I get my audio in sync with my camera. I do that, and I just record like that's my raw footage, what you're going to see a lot of. And to get, I actually had presets. I don't know if I still do. Yeah, I think that may still be the right presets. It may not. I don't know. We'll see. No, it's definitely Facecam 2. I have presets where I just literally do that, and I go in here, and what I use Cookie Cutter. Now, see, what I want you to notice right now is the gameplay and stuff isn't too laggy right now. It's not that laggy, but the minute I put Cookie Cutter on it and put that, because it's really resource intensive face cam. Yeah, there you go. I mean, there's my face cam. It's just like that. I mean, but see, it starts getting laggy, which I just deal with. If I'm like doing it, you know, if I'm editing, I mostly go off by what I say, not necessarily what's happening in the game or how the game looks. I just trust that it looks good or good enough. But now, if I wanted to say now this is the game is not synced with this, but this is just for demonstration purposes, so that's completely fine that it's not completely synced. But say I had a cool transition, and actually I'm going to open up the project file, or a project file. We'll open up Hello Neighbor 3. It's a video that's coming up. I won't save, just so you guys can see a finished product. And what I'm gonna do is, you see how it's laggy? But like say if I wanted to view that full frames like the actual video is going to be when it's done, what I'll do is I'll go in here and say Dynamic RAM Preview, because I want to see that transition, and I want to make sure that transition is smooth. So what I do is I just wait until it renders it out, which will take just a second. Alright, now that the Dynamic RAM Preview is done, I actually had to shorten it because it was too much. But like I said, I wanted to view that transition in real time like it would be in a video. I'll do something like that. And there it is. It's as smooth as butter as it would be had I rendered out the video and watched the whole thing. But one thing I did not say is, remember how I hit Control and G to group up these two items? Well, instead of doing that for just those, I do that for all the tracks once I sync them up. So that way, as you saw, everything moves together. It makes it so much faster to edit. So you say if I was sitting here, let me go back to this side of the track. Say if I wanted to cut that part, all I would have to do is this, that. There you go. I mean, it was that easy. I didn't have to go select all the tracks. I didn't have to do it separately and just hope I got it right. It just instantly, bam, bam, well, bam, bam. Like 2 seconds at the most. I mean, it makes it so much quicker to edit stuff and things like that. And that's pretty much all I do. I mean, I'm pretty simple. I don't really ever add music that much or a whole lot of extra stuff. I do a couple things, but nothing much. I've shown you a majority of what I do. I edit with Photoshop, and I'm probably not going to show too much with that, but I may show an example. Most of the time what I do is just look stuff up online. For example, let's go to Osiris. Let me remake what I'm going to do is I'm going to remake the Osiris logo that I did. So I'm going to go, where is it? I'm derping. I'm nervous. Where's Osiris? Here it is. There's the Osiris New Dawn logo. Dealy-ma-doo. What I do is I open up. No, that ain't what I meant to do. I meant to hit new. And I have it preset for web 1080p basically. The reason I do that is because sometimes I'll grab images like this that are not 1080p, and I will want to stretch those until they are 1080p. Like so. Nothing too grand there or anything. It's just boom, like that. So there's Osiris, and I can actually use this as a thumbnail as well, because this is actually a different photo than what I do. And what I do is I actually have my logo saved, and also have my logo with the background already pre-erased off of it, so that I don't have to sit there and do it again, because I'm lazy and I don't like doing things twice. Well, it's all about time saving when you're a YouTuber. I mean, straight up, like as much time as you can save, the better. And I'm all over the place. Can I just full screen that, please? Thank you. So I want to get my face about the size of what I need. That may be along the lines of what I need. I'm going to go along just like I did with the other thumbnail. Yes, and I always have it set to a soft eraser. Because when I erase stuff, I don't want it to just be like, oh man, there's like just a hard erase right there. That's literally all I do. I mean, I just kind of like touch that up. Maybe go ahead and cut some of the beard off too, just because it's in a helmet. So I think I made it too big. I think I made it too big, but I think that works like that, something along those lines. And what I did for the other one is I just lowered the opacity just like that. Kind of got it up. I see a mistake. I see a uh-oh. There we go. I just go back and fix anything that's weird. I mean, that looks pretty good. It's not bad. You can tell I didn't put a whole ton of effort into it, but it's still a pretty decent thumbnail. Because I mean, it's my dude in a spacesuit. Like you just see, like it's like a reflection. It's pretty cool. Sometimes Cyrus, you Dawn. Of course, you can see where I looked it up, and you can see where I'm getting all these images from. Basically, I just rip images offline, or sometimes take screenshots in the game, but I mostly rip images offline because there is nothing really that good. So what I do here is I'm looking for stuff to put over top of it. So what I'm going to do is go put transparent so that I can say I built a habitat. No, that's not a habitat. Say I'm trying to build a biodome or something along those lines. What I'll do is I have to save it to my desktop. Hello me, how you doing? I'll just drag it to my desktop and bring it over here. We'll put it where we need to. I'm not really sure. I don't think this would actually fit in the real deal, but I mean, it would be an idea to put one there. Put something like that there. Say if I wanted to put stuff around, I typically always emboss stuff and put that stroke don't look good. Sometimes I put extra shadows and things like that just to. I click everything. Like that looks actually pretty good. I'm actually decently surprised that it hasn't like overshot its boundaries. I actually really like the way that looks. So I will throw something up like that. Just find something up here that looks good, I can't spend too much time because I actually spend most of my time making the actual video, editing the actual video. So I can't spend too much time on thumbnails, though I do realize it is important to have a decent thumbnail to capture people's attention. And I honestly, I'm not, oh, that would be a good one. That would actually be a really good one, because that's one of the first things you see in the game, and people might recognize that. So that might actually be good. Oh, there's some things I didn't show you editing too, that I forgot to say about the audio specifically, like what I do with the audio once I'm done with it. But what I'll do is I'll pull just an audio track to show you guys from my microphone, that is, because I'm sitting there noticing it right now. See, I have my audio turned very, very low so that even if I scream or get louder, it's not going to clip it. I give myself a lot of breathing room, and I think that's what most of the professionals do. Professionals. So what I'm going to do is just take well, this is going to load up my last project just because it's Vegas and it does that crap, so it'll take it just a second. Thankfully not too long. Here, where am I going? Where did I come from? Where did I go? Where did I come from? Why am I in the documents? Let's just pull Osiris back for whatever reason. As you can see, like I said, I have plenty of breathing room. Nothing's clipping. Nothing is as loud as it can be. So what I firstly do is I normalize it, which will make it louder. I built the habitat and the chemistry station. That'll make it louder, but what I also do is I put a compressor on it. This is key. I've had people tell me my audio has improved. They asked me, did I get a new mic or something? And the answer is no. I mean, all I did was learn how to use some of these plugins, and you're probably hearing that dog right now, which is really... So what I do is get the threshold around the -25 region, and then I put the amount all the way to infinity. And welcome back to another video. Today we are playing some more Osiris New Dawn. In the last episode, I built the habitat and the chemistry. So what that does is basically it limits your peaks. It brings up your lows and brings down your high points. So like if I screamed really, really loud, you'll hear that as a viewer the same volume as if I just whispered into the microphone like this. Of course, you may hear background noise more too, because the compressor's working extra hard to bring the whispers up, but it's bringing the louder parts back down to a manageable level, and then just increasing the whole thing as a whole. So that's how compression works, and I was showing you this because that was showing you how much it was bringing it down by, which is, 9, 12 decibels, somewhere along that region. Good evening, Rose, and welcome. Except for when I first do my intro. When I first do my intro, that's the loudest thing I do. In the last episode, so just me normally talking is sitting there about anywhere from 9 to 12 is taking it down that far. But it's doing it real time. It's as if somebody was sitting here doing this real time. But yeah, that's shush me. But that's just all I wanted to show you guys, because I had a request on how I do my stuff and how I get everything to work well, because I've had people tell me that like their footage is like garbled and messed up, and wondering why my footage doesn't do that or how I do it or whatever, or how I've managed to just make it work. So anyway, with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick little, well, it's not going to be quick, but I hope you guys enjoyed this extra video this week. Yes, this is completely extra. There's more videos coming this week. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So I'll see you guys a little bit later.